Going into this test series that was taking place between India and England, there was a lot of chatter around this man right here on your screen, Shoaib Bashir. Now, it wasn't because he was seen as the next coming of Mutai Muralidharan or anything of the sort, but Bashir, because of his Pakistani heritage, ended up getting a delayed visa to enter India, and therefore, due to that, ended up missing out on a huge chunk of the first test, couldn't play in the playing 11, and he did join the team, but it was in the middle of the game, and he did end up joining them as they ended up sealing the first test win and actually taking a 1-0 lead. But Bashir came into the playing 11 in the second test thanks in no small part to the fact that a certain Jack Leach was actually out injured. Yet the major talking point, which was let's say dominating a lot of the discourse surrounding him, was the visa. Was it right? Was it wrong? Was it something that could have been avoided? All of these kind of things. And now potentially for the first time you'd hear from Bashir himself how it is he felt being in that particular position. So after the first day's play, he was actually sent to the press conference and he did shed a bit of light, but perhaps didn't end up saying too much or something that, let's say, would be offensive or would put a lot of people feeling the wrong way. This is what he had to say about his entire visa debacle. He said, "I was pretty chill, to be fair. I knew it would get sorted, so thanks to the ECB and the BCCI for sorting it out quite quickly. I had no doubts at all I'd get here." Now, to be fair, there was never going to be any case of him not getting the clearance. It was just due to the fact that he was of Pakistani heritage, there were going to be a little bit extra careful as far as getting the checks and balances done. Unfortunately, what happened was that he couldn't get his visa stamped from Abu Dhabi, being someone of Pakistani descent. So he had to fly back home to England, get it stamped, and after that it was done and dusted, mere formality. He could join up with the team. So in his sense, I mean, he's avoided, let's say, creating any more of a controversy by saying, "I was pretty chill, I knew I'd get it. Thank you so much, ECB and BCCI." Good answer overall, I'd say. I'd rate it very good because it addresses the issue, pretty much puts any more further, let's say, controversies to bed, because now he said very clearly, "I had no doubts I was going to get here." So anyone trying to come up with conspiracy theories that this was India's way of preventing a promising young spinner from plying his trade, yeah, I don't think that was ever going to be the case. But if you were spreading that rumor, shame on you. And it's been disproved entirely by Bashir. Now, of course, the impact that he made wasn't just limited to this entire visa controversy, because in his first day of bowling in Test cricket, he did show a lot of control, a lot of, let's say, discipline, and he also ended up getting a huge first wicket, that of Indian skipper Rohit Sharma. And he also spoke about how good that particular dismissal felt. He said, "Getting Rohit Sharma out first up is very special. He's a very good player of spin, one of the greatest in the world. I just let it all out. It's just the passion." Now, that last part where he says, "I just let it all out, it's just the passion," refers to the celebration that he had after he dismissed Rohit. Now, full credit to him in that sense. Obviously, I too would be pumped if I managed to dismiss on my international debut one of the best batters of this particular generation. So his reaction in that regard, entirely understandable. And of course, the fact that he would have been feeling some nerves, given it was in fact his test match debut for his country. So how exactly did he feel, let's say, ahead of his debut? He shared some insight onto that as well, talking about the kind of pep talk he got from skipper Ben Stokes, and it's pretty illuminating. He said, this is what he's talking about when the he says in this quote is in reference to Ben Stokes. Stokes told Rehan Ahmed, he said, "Remember why you started playing, remember your family, show them what you've got. We already know, go out and do what you do best." So it was basically just trying to give the youngster as much confidence to go out there and execute what it is that he can do. Ben Stokes just said, "Look, focus on why you started playing cricket, focus on your family, think about that, go out there, do your best, we believe in you. Just go out there and be the best version of you that you can be." And it's a good message really to give to a youngster. Oftentimes, if you're a youngster making your debut in such a circumstance, you're going to be a bag of nerves. The main focus is going to be to ensure that you don't necessarily do anything wrong, that you just do the basics right. But Ben Stokes just said, "Listen, go out there, be yourself. We know how good you are. Show the world how good you are." And it's a simple message, clarity of thought given to the youngster. And he did, to be fair, take it to heart and showed some really good displays of spin bowling. But of course, I think the best answer he gave was the one when talking about his visa issues, where he said, "I was very chill. I knew it was never going to be a problem." So that's him putting the visa issues straight to bed, and one hopes this isn't the last you've seen of Shoaib Bashir in the test arena, because he has shown some promise. and could potentially be a handful for England. But what are your thoughts on what it is that Bashir had to say? You can let us know that in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon. Also go ahead, follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Last but not least, don't forget to download the AajTak app and check out some other videos right now if you're on the channel already. For now, from my side though, it's goodbye.